saying if we had done it up there, you could see the hotel and all this. Good morning or good afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. Well, it is the 27th of May, 2022, and our topic will be again track and field legends. I am so happy to be speaking with a young lady that I have met many, many years ago, and her name is none other than Laverne Eve. How are you doing in Fort Lauderdale, Laverne?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me. Hot as usual, but I'm doing good.
Well, let's fast forward. Tell us about your first involvement in sports, specifically at L.W. Young.
Um, well, of course, I did more than one sport. Um, Track and
That's what
field.
you know.
Yeah, I did more than one sport. Basketball, volleyball, softball, but softball came later. But as far as my involvement in track and field, it happened during a PE class. I remember speaking with one of the PE teachers, Mr. Ran, and he mentioned I knew nothing about. I seen Carifta on TV, but I never thought I would be, somewhere that I would be competing. So he said to me that he just pulled me aside and said, "You big enough? You come here. You can throw the shot put." I was like, "What is the shot put?" So I was like, "What?" So he showed me at one PE class, and he showed me how to throw it. And then Stephanie Ramming told me at the end of that, before we went to our other class, she said, "You can try out for Carifta." So I said, but my sister before that, she was throwing as well, but I really was never interested in, never really interested. So she told me, well, you can throw the shot put at Carifta. You should sign up. And when I signed up, that was history right there. That was it. But I started at LW Young, the shot put in the discus.
Well, let me ask you this. You live out east, and our east has quite a number of schools with athletes with talent.
Hmm.
Tell us about your school
What, the big red
after you,
machine?
or the Big Red Machine. Don't be bashful. The whole world knows us. We have somebody sitting here now, and just he does want to say something, but that's his business.
You're talking about sock, right?
Yes, I'm talking about Sa,
Oh,
the Big
okay.
Red
The
Machine.
only the notorious sack. Oh my
Yes,
God.
yes, yes,
I
yes.
entered sack when I 1 year one of the teachers at LW Young, one of the coaches at LW Young said to me, well, um, Mr. Martin Lundy was asking about you. He said you can get a scholarship to go to SAC. I was like, oh, what? SAC? No way. But at that time, I had was accepted into Aquinas with Geach. So every time Geach see me, he always, every time he saw me, he always reminded me, "You were supposed to come to Aquinas." Every time. But I ended up going to St. Augustine's on a scholarship, and oh my goodness, I was so excited. I was happy. It was closer to home than, trying to get to Aquinas, taking
Yeah.
buses and stuff like that. So it was right around the corner. So, I mean, SAC that has really been there, has really elevated me, to another level because the program there is so structured. And Mr. Adley that's another person who has been very instrumental in my athletic life. in all sports. He has been very, he's optimistic. He always encouraged me. He was always there. He was no nonsense. So Black has produced a whole lot of world-class athletes, and I think the program there is so structured that it stands out so much that many of the athletes succeed.
Laverne, just let me interject here. You talk about Lou Adley. He was our coach. Uh, uh, my brother Spence had the opportunity to go to St. Augustine's, and he was very good at St. Augustine's.
Mhm.
And then my daughter Alexis went to St. Augustine's, but
Mhm.
unfortunately she didn't get involved in track and field. She should have, but she had to go to the dentist, and the dentist could only see her that particular day, so she missed the trials for the high jump.
Oh,
So,
okay.
and with regards to Uncle Lou, they are doing something for him. The alumni from St. Augustine's are doing a what do you call it? A golf outing
Mm.
to Uncle Lou is gone, but they're doing that for him, and they will be on Track World on Tuesday.
Okay.
They will be with ZNS with Spence and this and that and the next thing. So it just shows the measure of the man. And that man at St. John's in Minnesota, he was somebody who was a tennis icon, and you may have heard of it. So tell us about your competition in track and field, talking about in the Bahamas.
Um, as far as competing and just track and field totally around, not just
No,
competing in.
in the Bahamas first before you moved.
Oh, okay, yeah. That I've qualified. I've competed in Carifta for, oh my God, feel like it was forever. Carifta has been a stepping stone to bigger success, to CAC, the Pan Ams, World Championship, Carifta, Olympics. Um, those CAC and Carifta, those years have been so instrumental in my track and field career because it
But
has allowed.
you did something that few people did. So tell us about that.
Oh, the Austin Seeley
Austin
Award.
Sealer. Yeah.
Yes. When I won it the first time, um, I was excited, but I really didn't know what it really meant. When I won it the second time, it's the same, basically the same thing. I won it twice. Okay.
Okay.
But it really never dawned on me that it was such a big event, big thing. So I see that just a few of us has won the Austin Seeley twice. I really tried to get that, tried to get it the third time. I don't know. I heard that the third time you would have kept the trophy or something like that, but I don't know.
So tell us how do I put it? You were one of the first people, but your participation abroad. Who got you abroad outside of the Bahamas? I'm saying.
Who got me abroad outside? Oh, Tommy. Tommy.
Yeah, Tommy,
Yeah,
and
Tommy
then
Robinson. Yeah. Um, he Yeah, after high school, I ended up going to he got me to Eastern Oklahoma State
that's
Junior
right.
College. I competed there for 2 years, all American records, school records. Then I went on to Louisiana. Lawrence Seagrave came down to Eastern Oklahoma in Wilburton, and when
Please,
I saw him,
Laverne,
huh?
Laverne, please tell us the significance of Lawrence Seagrave.
Lawrence Seagrave is one of the best coaches in the world, I would say. He recruited me from Eastern Oklahoma. He came down to came down there, and I was like, "What is this person doing down there?" You know, at that time, I was getting a lot of mails from other schools for scholarship, but he was the only one that came down and visited me, and he also, yeah, he was the one who recruited me to go to LSU. And I called him because at first I wasn't sure it was between either LSU or University of Texas. So I think it was I think right after Christmas I called him and I told him, I said, I said, Lauren, I chose LSU. Oh my God, he was so excited. When I got to LSU, we had some of the best coaches. Dan Paffat's coached me for so many years. Dan came from El Paso. And at that time, they were trying to recruit me to come up to El Paso, up to Texas. But I ended up meeting up with him anyway at LSU. But Lauren has, I am very grateful because that choice was one of the best choices I've made to go to
Well,
LSU.
let's jump to competition, the CAC games in Havana.
I don't even remember CAC
You
games
don't
in Havana.
remember that, eh?
No.
You must have. You remember we were in Puerto
Oh,
Rico
wait.
also.
In
Go
Havana
ahead.
with Sharon. I think Sharon was there. Sharon
Yeah,
Rose.
Sharon was there.
That team.
But what
Oh,
did
I
you
was
do?
junior. I did shot put. I did the javelin, and I think I got third place in the shot put. I really don't remember. It's been a long
Yes,
time.
yes.
But I got a medal. I know as a junior. I was a junior athlete at that time. And
Well, let's jump to Barcelona. You have to remember Barcelona, not the Olympic Games now. Tell us about your performance in Barcelona, the only Bahamian who won an
oh
individual
yes,
medal.
to get to Barcelona, I had to it was a progress. I had to get to Barcelona through CAC, which was in Puerto Rico, which
Yes,
I won that. I think that's what you were speaking of. And
yes.
once you win or first or second in Puerto Rico, you move on to Colombia. And once you win Colombia, then you go on to World Championship. It's not World Championship. World Cup.
Yeah, World Cup, yes.
And World Cup, yeah. And at World Cup, I ended up with the bronze medal at World Cup. Nobody really ever spoke of that or even mentioned that because I'm
Well,
not sure.
I mentioned it to everybody because people
Yeah, I
don't
know you
remember,
mentioned it.
don't know the significance.
No, but at that point, I think I was one of the first at that point to win a medal at World Cup.
One of us,
Yes, to win a medal at World
Pauline, was
Cup.
on the
Bronze
relay.
medal. Pauline won the medal on the relay, exactly. But an individual medal,
Yes,
yes, at World Cup. You had a magazine with a picture of me in it, and I don't know if you remember that magazine.
I
I was
have
in
it
the
someplace.
magazine.
We're looking for it.
You still
Now,
looking for that?
yes, yes. So talk about the Athens Olympics. Very significant.
Athens has been one of my, I would say, most successful Olympics. I ended up sixth at the Olympics in
Fifth or
Athens.
sixth. Yes,
Fifth or sixth.
yes.
I'm getting old, so it's leaving me. Yeah, that has been my best placement at the at any of the Olympics. That is one of my most memorable because of my the success I've had there at the Olympics in Athens.
Do you remember the Pan Am Games in the Dominican Republic? Something special
Yes,
happened.
the silver medal. Was that the silver medal at the Pan
No,
Am
no,
Games? That's the
no,
one?
it was better than that. You either had the silver medal or you beat the young lady from Cuba who had the silver medal. And
Yes.
I could remember Sir Arlington Butler had the opportunity as an Olympic person to have a photo
Present
with
again.
you.
Yeah.
Yes, and then Larry Davis did the same thing with me because he was involved in the Olympic Committee,
Yeah,
and it's
that
something
was
that. Go
those
ahead.
ladies, Menendez,
Yes,
the
Menendez.
Cuban. Yeah, she ended up with the bronze medal. I beat
That's
her
what I'm
there.
saying. You beat
Yeah.
her. You beat
Yeah,
her.
I beat her. Yep.
Yes,
At the
and that's
Pan Am Games.
significant, Laverne.
Yes.
You don't beat Menendez that often. Yes.
No. I think that might have been the only time I might have.
What
But
about
yeah,
your
that
second time in Helsinki? Your time
the
in
thing
Helsinki, not like your time in Helsinki. Not the first games, but the second games.
the World Championship. That was World
World
Championship in
Championship.
Helsinki.
Yes, yes.
Um, I made the finals there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I made the finals there. I ended up eighth place at
Mhm.
Helsinki. Yeah, at World Championship. World Championship. Yeah. Woo.
Now,
Boy, this is like a test. Oh, it carried me
no,
way
no,
back.
no, no, no. National record. You have a
Woo.
national record from 2000. Tell us about that. Where and how well you did.
That came in just at a regular meet in I think it was Tennessee. In Tennessee, it was just a
Nashville.
regular meet. Nashville, yeah,
Yes.
it was just a regular meet. Um, yeah, Nashville, Tennessee. That was just a regular meet. I had broken the national record there.
63.73 meters.
63, 73, yes.
And that is
63.
still there.
That is still there. I'm surprised. But you know what is good? I'm seeing some young girl, young lady from SAC coming up now. I just hope it's so awesome to see them. It's been such a long time.
Yes.
We
Yes.
have we have the talent. We do have the talent there for throwers, javelin throwers. And it's amazing to see the St. John's, the young boy from St. John's, 78 meters. That's
Yes.
awesome. That
Yes.
is something awesome. So
And
I
and he
definitely
is
will be
gonna
following.
going to where Henry Roll was. Uh,
Auburn?
Auburn. He is going to be going to Auburn, and he
Oh,
signed, and he is still the top under 20 in the world
in
in
the
that event.
world.
Yeah, in the
Okay.
world, that's significant. Yes, in the world,
That's
yes.
ooh, that is
So
awesome.
with
That is
that in
awesome.
mind, tell us something about your friends around the world that you can remember.
Um, oh wow, it's quite a bit. I trained in Germany for a while,
Yes.
during the summertime. And my training partner was Boris Henry. Boris Henry at the time was Germany best top javelin thrower. And Germany
Of
has a
course.
slew of them. So I've trained with him for a long time. I trained with Ladies Menendez, the world record holder, the former world record
Yes.
holder in the javelin in Cuba. I went there I trained with her for a little while. Her and as well as Sonia Bissett, the javelin thrower from Cuba. And believe it or not, I had before all of that, I went to Minnesota because I was working with Sydney he was working with me for a short period of time. And I went up to Minnesota and I trained with him there. And one day he came and said he have a javelin thrower he was working with, and at this time she was doing the heptathlon. And we had a training session, and come to find out that very same javelin thrower with a heptathlete that I was working with is the world record holder now in the javelin, Barbara Spotakova.
But
And I
but
was like,
Laverne,
huh?
Laverne,
Hmm?
would you believe this? We were at the World Championships in where Donald won the high jump.
Uh-huh.
And I've had opportunities to connect with the people from that country,
Mm-hmm.
and they just introduced me to this young lady, and she said she was training in Minnesota, and I said, what, Sydney is her coach. She
Mm-hmm.
said that she didn't need to be in Minnesota anymore. I went to school in Minnesota, and it is cold as hell. You
Cold,
don't want to spend too much time in
cold.
Minnesota. Yes,
Yes, it was
and she
cold. So
still
I
has
went
the
back.
record.
She still has the record, exactly.
Yes,
She still
yes,
has the record. So I trained with. I had a session with her. But at that time she was a heptathlete.
yes,
She was a heptathlete, and then she came a world record holder in the javelin.
yes, yes,
So that was
yes.
that was amazing there.
Tell us what some of the other athletes that you are familiar with, in or
Um.
outside of the javelin. Or
Oh yeah, I'm friends with Valerie Adams, the shot putter. Anybody who knows her from New Zealand, who has been um, world championship, Olympic champions um, a couple times. I have been with oh my God, it's so many of them.
so, Laverne,
Valerie,
I had an
Sotomayor.
opportunity. I had an opportunity at the World Junior Championships in Kingston
Uh-huh.
to give her her gold medal. I would never forget it, and she would never forget it. But unfortunately, I don't go to the Olympics and this and that and the next thing. So
Mhm.
I could only think about her and not really be where she is. And she has finally retired, I understand.
Who was that?
Valerie Adams, I said,
Oh, Valerie Adams. You saw? Oh, okay, yeah. She retired. She just
at the
retired.
World Juniors, yes,
Oh, World Juniors. Yeah, she just
in
retired as well.
Kingston, yes, in
Right.
Kingston.
Yeah, she retired. Um, well, a lot of the Cuban, I mean, it was almost like we were family when we traveled overseas to meet the whole of the Cuban team. Pedroso, Sotomayor, Ana Quiro, um, the whole there. Oh my God, it's a lot of them. All those world championships. We've always hang out together. It is, it's a lot. It's overwhelming, almost overwhelming.
Laverne, Laverne, other than your competition, do you travel any place else
Other than
other than the
competition,
travel? Go ahead.
I didn't hear. I didn't hear that. Other than
Other
competition,
than other than your competition traveling, do you travel anywhere else that you feel would be a nice place to go to, separate and apart from track and field?
um, just within the U.S., basically, California, Atlanta, but I'm planning on making some trips soon. I'm going back to see some of my old friends in Germany. So
Oh,
yeah, Klaus, the coach I worked with in Germany, he's worked with me for a few years. I'm going back to try and catch up with them. And I see Boris now. He is coaching the world leader. Is he the world leader? Well, last year, Johannes Vetter, the javelin thrower.
yes,
Uh,
yes.
yeah, so I'm gonna try and get a chance to see them. I'm trying to go back to Germany next, hopefully this year, towards the end of the summer.
Laverne, you spoke about a couple of people in Germany, but
Hmm.
what are your thoughts about the javelin thrower from Trinidad, who is coached by a Cuban
Oh, Cuban.
thrower?
Yeah. What's his name? Is Sean. The Trinidad.
Yes,
Uh, Keyshawn.
Keyshawn. Yeah,
Oh,
Keyshawn. Boy, that
Anytime,
name is similar to the one that we have, the javelin thrower.
yeah, anytime he has a meet in Europe, I follow.
Yes,
Now the guy from Grenada, um,
yes, they're
he has
very good.
thrown 90. He has thrown 93 meters. He is now the world leader. And these guys
Oh,
competed in Carifta.
yes, yes. That's a
They
path
have competed in Carifta.
to success.
Yes. So I mean, the Caribbean, we do have javelin throwers here, not just sprinters, you know. But they, I mean, granted, they are few and far in between, but we have them. So it is always nice or always great to see any Caribbean athletes in any of the field events when it comes to Olympics and World Championship. Is awesome. I watch them all. I watch all of them. The Jamaican discus throwers, the shot putters. I watch them all. It's good.
Laverne, you talked about the United States. Do you
Hmm?
have the World Championships in Eugene? It's just over 10, 11 days. Eugene is close to anywhere in the United States. Eugene is close. Are you
Right.
thinking about going to the World Championships in Eugene?
I really would like to. I would like to, but I'm not sure. I haven't really given it a. I haven't thought about it much, but I mean, I would like to.
Well,
But if not,
you
I'll
have too
be
much.
probably watching it.
Yes. Well, we'll talk about that another time. Yeah. Is there
Certainly.
anything that we missed, didn't mention?
Um, mm, other than I've been to 10 World Championship, 5 Olympics. I've competed. Um, some few. Oh, and the Commonwealth Games as well.
Oh, yes.
Commonwealth Games, Manchester won the gold medal, and in 2000, that was 2002. I think it was 2002. And then we were in at the Commonwealth Games in Australia, Sydney, Australia, where I won the bronze medal, silver medal, silver medal. Yeah, so I have 2 Commonwealth medals. So other than the Commonwealth Games, that's about it. CACs and Pan American Games. I've been to, I don't know how many Pan American Games. That have been about 6 or 7 Pan American
Yes.
Games. And I've won medals at just about all of them. Um, yeah. So,
Well, Laverne, thank you ever so much for allowing me to tape Alpheus Finlayson, track and field legend. You are certainly a track and field legend. Thank you so much. And we will talk to you again.
you're so welcome. And thanks for having me and acknowledging that I am a legend. I do appreciate that very much.